What's up, everybody? This is Tyranitard here. Got another battle for you with the new gym setup. This is my battle against alidsl. Um, the battle's a little different here because Ali actually recorded it from his end, so we will be seeing it from his perspective. But yeah, so this battle, it was not my best. I really just wasn't on par and gave him a lot of chances, and also kind of sealed my own fate at one point in the battle, fairly early in the battle. And I will kind of mention when that happens. I'm sure you'll be able to see when that is too. But yeah, so here we go. The battle is gonna start. He's going to lead with his King Kong, which is his Darmanitan, and then of course I'm going to lead out with my Hippowdon, just to get those entry hazards out there, being the Sandstorm and Stealth Rocks. And Flare Blitz on Darmanitan is just an extremely powerful move. Even when my Pokemon resist it, it still surprises me how strong it actually is. But yeah, I'm going to get that Stealth Rock off, which is my main goal here. Just once again chip away at his Pokemon, which is what my team's all about, just kind of slowly weakening everybody, and then sending out the heavy hitters. So I'm going to withdraw Shitstorm, and yeah, send out Beaker. I was kind of expecting another Flare Blitz, wasn't expecting Earthquake there. So yeah, one with the Protect, and that's just to let leftovers kick in a little bit and give me some health. And also it will hurt him because the Sandstorm will take a little bit of health away from him. So I'm going to withdraw Beaker, send out Heatran, and the reason why I sent out Heatran is because of the air balloon, so it's going to avoid that Earthquake, and even if he did go with like Flare Blitz or something, my Flash Fire would just kick in. So he's going to go with Rock Slide, and does pretty good amount of damage, but I'm still in. The only thing that really worries me was my air balloon is popped because of that, but I'm going to get an Earth Power out on him, and that's going to take his King Kong down. And good riddance, those things are always pretty scary. They're not as common as they should be, which is surprising because they are very, very powerful. And now we're going to play one of my favorite games I deal with on the metagame all the time, and there's Weather Wars. He's going to send out his Polyfrog, which is Politoed, with Drizzle, of course. But I've got a little trick up my sleeve for his Politoed. Got Hidden Power that is super effective against his type, which does a pretty good amount of damage, but he's going to get that Scald off on my Heatran, and that's going to be the end of Heatran. This is one of my early mistakes too, was sending out Genesect so early. Normally I like saving the heavy hitters, just kind of like sweep later on. And then he's gonna send out Al Capone, which is his Jellicent, which in my opinion was the MVP of the game just because of how well it stalled out. The U-turn, I was kind of hoping he'd keep his Polyfrog in. But I mean, it didn't really make sense for him. I was just hoping. But yeah, so anyways, I send out Genesect U-turn, and I send out Jirachi. And I kind of expected a switch here for some reason. It was a pretty big risk, and that's the move right there that pretty much seals my fate for the battle. Reason why is because the Paraflinch Jirachi on Jellicent just really, there's no point in even doing it. The only thing I could hope for is getting a really long succession of flinches on his end and crits on my end, which is very unlikely. Um, so yeah, the problem with this is with using the paraflinch technique with Iron Head, Serene Grace, and having my opponent paralyzed. You know, it's supposed to do a fairly amount of damage and keep him just kind of chipping away at his health without him being able to attack. Problem is his Jellicent, it does have leftovers and does resist steel type moves. So when his leftovers kick in, he's actually going to recover more damage than I'm doing to him. So once again, I pretty much have to rely on crits for his Jellicent, and this is why I lost the battle. I'm sure there are some other things I could have done, but I feel like I wasn't completely on my game with this one. So yeah, that burn's just gonna start, you know, withering away my Jirachi. His Jellicent's just gonna keep regaining health, so I needed to do something here. Send out Beaker, and I don't know, I was kind of hoping. I honestly don't know what I was thinking here. This is a pretty poor battle on my part. I mean, I know I was trying to go for a wish pass, but I mean, there's nothing else I could really do with Beaker. At this point, Jirachi, I think I was just trying to use it to heal up whatever members of my team I could, because I'm not going to be able to do anything against this Jellicent right now. So yeah, this is just gonna keep going back and forth for a little bit. And one thing that I was kind of worried about with this, or not kind of worried, but one thing I was cautious with was his Jellicent having water absorb, which I feel like was a big mistake, kind of assuming that on my end, just because it did end up having Cursed Body, I think, and yeah, so I could have been using Beaker, kind of get rid of his health, which I didn't want to take the chance of giving him some health, which is probably stupid on my end because he's got full health. So this is where I kind of got desperate and sent out Genesect, and I was hoping he would switch to something else there, and that's kind of why I went with Flamethrower. I didn't think he'd actually allow me to give him a Thunderbolt, but good move on his part. I overread that. So, send out Jirachi now, who at this point is just my punching bag for the team, so just can't really do anything against Al Capone. So yeah, this Politoed's going to come back out and get the rain going, get rid of my Sandstorm. Kind of hoping to get like a crit or something off there, get a little bit more than a sliver of damage on him. But yeah, Jirachi goes down after his Scald. Yeah, then Genesect's gonna come back in here. So yeah, got smart, used Thunderbolt, and even with its ridiculous stats, it's still not enough to take him out. So he's gonna protect and stall out, and get some health from his leftovers. Alright, and finally get rid of him, but this is what really screws me here too, is that cursed body, which with my Scarf Genesect, that really screws me, especially with Thunderbolt, because he still has Cloyster left, and that really would have came in handy. And I don't know why the hell I even tried using Struggle there. Just kind of hoping I'd be able to KO him, but yeah. Alright, time to send in a Beaker. Yeah, just hoping to kind of toxic stall some guys out here. But he's going to do the same thing to me, which really kind of screws me here too. So, yeah. Even with boosted, even with my stats boosted from Storm Drain, still not able to KO him. But luckily I do get the burn off on him, which still is just going to leave him alive, which sucks, but he's going to protect. That's going to give him some more health. And yeah. So the burn finally kicked in enough to take him out. And he's going to send out Queef with his Cloyster, and of course it's going to be a standard Shell Smash Cloyster, which are so fucking annoying. But yeah. And then he's got the White Herb, which is going to get rid of his negative defense and special defense. I go with Toxic. I should have probably gone with Scald or something else. I mean, he would have resisted it, but yeah, at least I would have taken some damage off of him right away. So my main goal here was to protect, stall out, hoping I could get rid of some of his health so I could send in something else to take him out. So yeah, so he's going to get that Icicle Spear off, and that's pretty much going to KO me in one hit. So yeah, that takes out Beaker. I'm going to send in Genesect. And I mean, he was just pretty much a punching bag, even though with his ridiculous stats and being scarved, still not enough to outspeed a double speed boosted Cloyster. And then, yeah, sending in Cupcake here. Nothing I could really do. It was a good battle on Ali's part. Pretty poor on my part. But yeah. So, but he did a good job. He earned his badge, and that was my first defeat as gym ground and steel gym leader. But yeah, I look forward to possibly seeing Ali in the Elite Four. Otherwise, yeah, if you guys haven't already, check out the league. You can register to challenge.